I am the CEO. About a year ago, I was running a small video game tournament in the small company I owned. The wait list had a full list of 16 people, and it was fine until one person ruined it for all. EP, take a guess EK, yummy, LMAO. So we were starting up the games when a dad ran into the store with his son. EP, we're here for the tournament. Me, oh sorry, but the list is full. EP, well then, make some room. Me, I can't do DHA. EP, listen, I can get you fired with the push of a button. Me, how? EP, I have been friends with the CEO of this company for a long time. Me, then call him. I watch him make a fake phone call then hang up. EP, he says you're fired. Me, that's funny, considering I am the CEO. EP's look of shock still makes me laugh to this day. My brother's old girlfriend's entitled mom tries to get my brother to give up his Supra. So, back when my brother had moved away for university, he owned a 1995 Toyota Supra. This car was, and still is, his baby. Back then it was tuned to 570 HP and over 450 feet lbs of torque. It had a few visual mods, but those few were big mods: GT wing, wider arches, a rear diffuser and a front splitter and canards. He had a girlfriend at the time, well, call her G. When they had first started dating, they typically drove around in G's car, due to it being more modern and having better quality AC and radio. But one day, they decided to take my brother, B's car on their date. I'm guessing G told her mom about how great B's car was and said that she'd love to have a car like that or something similar. So on their next date, M shows up. Once again, conversations are probably inaccurate but similar to what actually happened. M, clearly faking her act. Excuse me, B, would you mind giving your car to G? Think of it as a gift to your loving girlfriend. B, sorry, but no, I've spent a lot of time and money working on this car and I would never give it away for free, even to G. M, but why not? She's your girlfriend after all, shouldn't you be showering her in gifts like a gentleman? B, maybe I should, but not my car, no way in hell. M was starting to get slightly irritated. Come on, just give her your car, it's not like you need it, you live in a dorm and work down the street, and even if you did you have my lovely angel here to give you a drive. G was as red as a tomato and had been the entire time. She mouthed, sorry, I didn't want this to happen to B. B, my answer is still a no, and I don't have time to argue with you over my property. Me and G are supposed to be on a date right now, and you're wasting our time. B started walking away, signaling G to follow, but before they had even gone 5 feet in the opposite direction, M loudly exclaimed, "Stop right there." M stormed towards us and reached for B's collar, but B slapped her hand. B, don't touch me. M, I shall do as I please since you verbally harassed me and my daughter. G finally decided to speak up. Stop it, Mom. Whenever I finally get into a relationship with someone, you go and try to ruin it. It was M's turn to go bright red, as she hadn't expected her own daughter to snap at her like that. M was speechless and stormed off. G then explained that due to situations like that one, G had been dumped by a few other boyfriends in the past. But that wasn't the end to that. The very next day, B found M standing around trying to open the door on his car. B started shouting at her and she ran back to her car and drove off. All in all, B stayed with G until about 2013, and in that entire time he had no other encounters with M. M wants me to give my birthday present to her mortified kid, assaults me. The players. Me. Entitled ma'am. Kid. To clarify, I am Irish. In Ireland. I meant to write ma'am, not ma'am. Ma'am here equals mum/mom. So I was on a bus, heading to an appointment. I wasn't feeling 100%, plus had just squeezed 2 small humans out a few days ago, so I was wearing my comfy clothes. These consisted of black harem, Aladdin style, stretchy pants, my Converse, a vest top and my favorite zip-up hoodie. This hoodie is one that was given to me by my mother for my birthday a few years ago, and has the Tokyo Ghoul logo on the front left part and on the back, has Kaneki's mask. Woman and her young son, maybe 12 or so, get on. Son instantly notices my hoodie, gets excited and asks me about it. We have a nice little chat about the show etc., when suddenly his mother asks me for it. Are you not a bit old to be watching the same cartoons as a kid? Is it not weird to wear clothes of a cartoon? Me, well, it's not exactly a small kids show, plus I love this hoodie, my ma got it for me. I think you are too old for this stuff, I wouldn't waste my time with it. Me, 'cause I don't have time for this shit, well, I'm an adult who can do as she chooses, thank you. Asked her kid if you want any recommendations for other shows, I'll be happy to write them down for you, or if you like the hoodie, I know a site that sells stuff like this. Kid is happy, I write down the site. Mother is giving me stink eye, her mouth pursed up like a dog's arsehole. Instead of giving him a website you could just give him your hoodie. Kid, ma'am, no, it's hers, it wouldn't fit me anyway. Me, I don't think so, sorry, it means too much to me. We could alter it to fit, you're just being selfish. What kind of fucking adult are you anyway? Cartoon clothes, pink hair and all that shit in your face. I have facial piercings, I'm used to comments, what must your mother think? Me, my mother encouraged me to be myself actually, and I like myself so. My stop is coming up, so I motion to move. Emma. I knew you were a junkie, you're getting off at, town name, hospital stop. Explains a lot. Give me the hoodie. Kid looks fucking horrified at this, is slinking down in his chair to hide. Me, I'm not an addict, and even if I was, mocking someone for an addiction is kind of low, isn't it? Not a good example for your son. Well, I'm glad you don't have any kids, they'd be fucked. As she says this, I am trying to move down the aisle past her seat, but it's slow going 'cause of the queue. The second she says this, she punches me in the stomach hard and I just buckle. Pretty horrendous pain, I won't lie. Looks terrified, son starts crying, I heave my post-baby body up and give her death glares while another passenger calls the driver. Driver boots them off after asking did I want to press charges. I chose not to because her kid was in hysterics once the police were mentioned and I didn't want to upset him more. I did take a sick delight in watching her be stranded, and as I walked past her to go to the hospital, I spat out at her. I do have kids, by the way, I had twins a few days ago. I'm going to my checkup, you humpy dense bitch. EP wants to switch seats with me on a flight. So I'm flying cross-country, 5-hour flight, and I have an aisle bulkhead seat. So, basically, I have the most legroom on the plane other than first class. I'm also 6 feet 1 inch, so the extra legroom, which I paid for, is nice. Next to me is a child in the middle and an adult man at the window. The confrontation took place during boarding. EP, excuse me sir, would you mind switching seats with me so I can sit next to my son? Me, possibly. Where is your seat? EP, towards the back of the plane. Me, I don't know. I paid for the extra legroom. Is it an aisle seat? EP, no, it's a middle seat. Me, I'm sorry, but that's not even close to a fair trade. Why don't you see if someone in your row is willing to switch with your son? EP, are you kidding me? What kind of fucking asshole won't let a mother sit with her son? Me, what kind of person expects to trade a middle seat for an aisle seat with 3x the legroom? EP, you are truly heartless. I can't believe you won't switch with me. You are a terrible human being. At this point I just turned away and took my seat. She proceeded to march down the aisle complaining to anyone who would listen about the asshole in the first row. I then turned to the guy sitting at the window. The kid had headphones in the whole time and was paying no attention to what was happening. Me, wow, can you believe that? Guy, I can, actually. She's my wife. Sorry you had to deal with that. So, it turned out, the kid was sitting with a parent anyway. Side note, I have no problem switching seats so family or friends can sit together. I'm just not trading a bulkhead aisle seat for a middle seat in regular coach on a 5-hour flight. Thanks for watching.